My, things have changed, haven't they? The Forbidden Sacrifice. Miner's Haven. Okay. So it's much like the normal one. I get a bunch of... just a flood of items right away. That's very nice to see. Okay, so, hey, welcome back to Miner's Haven. It's just a slightly different version than we're used to. It's me, Block A Burn, in 2025. Hello. And today, we are playing the Miner's Haven Forbidden Sacrifice demo. So that's interesting. The first thing I noticed before anything else is I actually need to spend money to upgrade my research point cap. So, we're gonna go through this like it's normal. How do I change this bass music? Alright, well all the new menus look pretty good. Except for the items menu, I would say. So we're gonna just go ahead and play through Life 1, as per usual. Guess I'll give myself a little bit more speed. Hey, that's the standard Miner's Haven experience right there. This new animation looks quite interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and immediately not upgrade my cap, because I thought it was 1,000. It's not. It's 5,000. Well, while that's going on, I'm gonna go ahead and immediately upgrade my research point limit. I think. And get some more crates. Guess we'll take a look at this phallic structure. And talk to Dr. Dorm. Claim daily reward. 5 research points. Oh, okay. That's all you do? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Can I go in here and die? No. I can go in there, but I won't die. Oh my god. This is probably the coolest thing I've seen so far. I'm getting edgelord themes from this room. And I guess that's all there is to it. Okay, so I was just checking the sound real quick to make sure it actually sounded fine. And I come back and it's raining now. Which is actually awesome. Dynamic weather in Miner's Haven in 2025. Guess I'll go back to my base for now. Alright, maybe I should make a slightly enhanced setup. This is all, as far as I know. Oh my... Okay, you're gonna get lost in this menu. Okay, I will say this. If there's anything that I'm not the biggest fan of, it's this menu right here. The store looks alright. The shop looks alright. The items, not so much. Rebirth looks fine. It's just this items menu that I'm not a fan of. But this is a demo. This is a demo. It's subject to change, possibly. Anything different right away? That's new. Oh, I only need 35 million research points to buy this item? Alright, well, the thing that would make the most sense to me is an excavator, so I guess I'll get that going. Oh, I got 2 of them. Great, so I'll just keep this going, even though it produces minuscule money. And then immediately get the excavator going whenever I can find it. Thanks. Alright, can I upgrade the ore limit? Or the research point limit? Thanks. I'll do this just for a minute. Let me go ahead and get that crate. I wish I could make this background music my bass music. But instead I get hype music from 2015. Alright, furnaces. Let's see how much everything costs. Cell incinerator is pretty pricey. Much better. Well, the experience so far has pretty much been comparing an old wooden table that could splinter you with a nice polished one. The core gameplay, I'm guessing, is going to be more or less the same for the most part, at least in the early game, but it just looks and feels much better. This is the part where I buy 50 of these. Get rid of these. Max out my research points already. Now this next part, it might look fairly familiar. And now we wait. Okay, that's not old and tiring yet. Let's see what's new. Everything looks more or less the same. Okay, looks like I have to go hunting for research points again if I really want to do anything else. So now I will go take a trip to anywhere. Like, what the hell is over here, for instance? Absolutely nothing. Okay, so this looks like a full-blown downtown now. Medieval looking. What's this? Can you buy cars? What is this? So you just need money for this stuff? Well, I already have this stuff. Well, that's neat. This is definitely a heavily modernized Miner's Haven. What the hell is in there? Oh, okay. I see. So this is the new Sporist. I feel like I shouldn't be here right now. But alas, here I am. What happens when you touch this stuff? How shocking! This is massive, by the way. I can hardly see the end of it. How many players a server will there be? 8? 17? It is very nice looking, though. Like, this entire area is very mystical. Alright, I was kind of expecting to find more downtown, but instead, all I've found so far is whatever the hell that is. And some research crates. Here's something. Here's what I thought was something. Never mind. Thanks. You're so kind. Rob Boss! Evolve shiny reborns. This is where you go to do it? Here? Okay, so we just have to appreciate this kitchen. Refrigerator with that on top of it. Towel nuts, a giant spoon, dead currency, some goodie bags, a teapot, and then this. A+ kitchen. That being said, there's nothing else in here. Well, we found the cat again in its usual spot, right next to this majestic mountain waterfall. It looks like there's something over there too, but I kind of want to go back to basing. Got a casual graveyard. I was expecting these to be decals of flowers. They're not, which is good. What's not good is I don't remember where my base was, but what's also not good is I got distracted by this, and I'm going to see what it is. Can I? It did not work the way I wanted it to. I don't care about research points. I want you to actually be interactable outside of that. There's nothing here. It's just a sightseeing spot. Hype beast message. I'm so fast that I don't want to reset and lose my speed. I've been idly walking around, listening to this music and looking at this atmosphere, just getting research point crates and stuff like that. And it just kind of hit me. This is the same exact game that I was playing a decade ago. I was 15 years old when I started playing this game. I'm 25 now. That is kind of insane to think about, that I've been playing this game for more than a third of my life. At least on and off. That being said, I think you need a GPS installed in your body in this game so you remember where your base is when you leave it, because you go 30 miles in the other direction. There's no boxes, as far as I know. I've never seen any. I don't see any loot boxes that I'm able to open. Let me go to the tallest peak that also has boxes in it and see if I can spot my base while getting 5 points from Igor. And the answer is nigh. I cannot see my base. So I'm finally going to submit. Okay, I think it's time to build an actual setup. I think I might get the opal mine though, so I'm gonna do a little bit more of this. Oh, this actually is pretty useful though, I will admit. Okay, so the initial amount is 8,000. That gets it to 60,000. Oh, great, I can still access this. Maybe I'll hold off for now. Get a couple ore scanners. Flood with this. Really, it's worth too much to use the radioactive refiner? Ore hospital? A remnant of Neutropian cold efficiency. This towering structure applies absolute cleansing protocols to purge even sins from your ores. That sounds diabolical. When can I get one? Well, the Way Up High upgrader is substantially more expensive than it used to be. So it looks like the billions range is actually going to be somewhat of a grind. So let's get to it. This is my setup so far. I've got the ore magnifier, a single large ore upgrader, and then some portable ore advancers as per usual, a couple of radioactive refiners, and then I have as many portable ore advancers as I can get away with before it. And I've been using the remote diamond mines to spam the ever-loving hell out of just sheer volume of ores. And I've been grabbing any crate nearby to get my research point to its limit. Okay, I was hoping that the precision refiner would help, and it does appear like it helped a little bit. I'm gonna try adding a unobtainium mine to this and see what happens. The unobtainium mine did almost nothing, by the way, but we're gonna continue on anyway. This excavator into a pirate loot collector is more efficient than my setup. So here's what I'm gonna do. Ore replicator going into that, plus the setup going at the same time, is actually not producing a bad amount. So I'm going to do this until I can afford a way up high upgrader, I'm thinking. Because the precision refiners, I don't know if it's a bug, it doesn't seem to be upgrading the ore. I finally got enough, so now I'm going to use an unobtainium mine to loop a way up high upgrader. Why is the way up high upgrader not working? Silver mine, let's try that. Nothing. There's only one possible thing this could be. The ore isn't valuable enough. No, it's just not working. Strange thing is that the ore zappers are working and the freons, the portables are working, but nothing else is. Here is the first possible major stinker over this third sacrifice update. I'm not too sure how I feel about this being the way to obtain vintages now, because now boxes don't exist anymore. It's this. Neat, I guess. What was wrong with boxes? Another room with... Oh, okay, those pictures are just there now. Alright. Oh, I didn't even look in there. Why am I here? Hold on, no, I need to go back again. Okay, and now my speed is really slow. Yeah, this is just visual boredom. Got it. Please spawn me on the window again. Thank you so much. I hope that never changes. So these crates are only useful for either UC or research points now. There's no boxes. There's no fun dopamine boxes anymore. The walk speed increase is still there though, which, I mean, I would hope it would be. It's something that you wouldn't expect to be taken out. If I find enough gold crates, I'm going to be moving at the speed of light through here. This is sacrifice related, I'm sure. In other words, I have no use here at the moment. What a shocker that a huge map like this is going to have many secret areas to explore. What do we got here? Oh, okay, you're nothing. Oh, I lost my sword. That's a good sign. Oh, there's death in here. That's another good sign. Oh, now it's suddenly a horror game. That's a good sign, too. Can I get my sword back? No, I just don't have it anymore. There is indeed some bugs. I recognize this. I know it's dark as shit, but this is from more games, isn't it? Is this the new optimal Miner's Haven experience right here? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay, so the items actually work how they should. I went AFK for a couple hours and left this setup running, and it made me a couple bucks. Slowly but surely. And I decided to research the way up high upgrader. And I discovered the view stats thing here. This was not how it was before, but it is now. So it works when the ore is $1 million. This is $1 million. So what I'm gonna do is see if this works. And if it does, I'm gonna buy more of them. It works for most of them. A couple of them, for some reason, are still beepers. Also, by the way, for some reason the radioactive part of this is not working. So, there's that. I guess it does make it so that you don't spam like 50,000 of these. Instead, you have a very reasonable amount. Alright, the money is a bit better. Substantially better. Let's see here. Sacrificial altar. Let's go ahead and get that. Okay, just casually bought 4 of these. Holy slow. However, they should also be very effective. I mean, I guess marginally. Were you able to move things with R previously? For some reason, I don't remember if that was a thing. I don't remember that being a thing. And if it is a new thing, neat. Also, that being said, this setup is substantially better now because I figured out how the ore cap value works. Of course, now it's actually making money. Within 3 minutes, I made about as much as I did AFKing for 3 hours. Alright, well, this makes money. I'm gonna go box hunting.
Really? Are you serious? That killed me?
Oh no, my speed is awful again. That structure was from War Games too. That's why I was messing around with it. And then I just ate it. I didn't think if I ate the sawmill, it would do that. Okay, so about box hunting. I'm done doing that now. How do I possibly make this any faster in the meantime? I'm gonna buy one of these just to see what the upgrade would even be. If I can find it. I lost it. It's gone. There it is. Just a simple multiplier, huh? Alright, alright. I see what you're putting down. So, what if I did this? Great! That looks wonderful. Gotta make sure they don't fall off at the bottom. Think. What do I use? They'll never get blocked. Looks like there's not much else I can do to actually boost the speed of this. The only thing I should be doing probably is getting enough research points to afford a Schrodinger eventually. Okay. Hello? Okay, there we go. The touch is not very good on this. I think the biggest problem is that the Freon costs just a bit more than it probably should, because I'm just kind of waiting to afford it to do anything else. Actually, hold on. No, I'm gonna do this first. This will help. I don't think there's any way to increase your ore limit right now, is there? Ore limit's stuck at 100. I feel like it could possibly come with more lives, but I'm not quite there yet. A slight adjustment has been made, but we now made room for Freons. And I noticed I didn't quite have enough digital ore cleaners, so I added one of those too. This is what I died to last time. Let me be careful. Let me just analyze this again. I remember this from War Games. These were a bit more spiky in War Games, but the inspiration was from War Games. And if you don't remember what War Games is, or don't know what it is, you just weren't from that era. It's okay. Why? 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 Why is that stuck? What is it stuck on? Alright, this is what maxed Freons looks like in 2025. So now I just have to rely on the ores being good. They're not bad, but this is still kind of slow. Perhaps these will help. This is marginally better. Are you ready? I'm about to make the ultimate improvement. 30%? A life-changing amount right here. Watch this. Get this. Unreal. Look at that. That is beautiful. Well, right now I could build a new setup, but I actually don't have enough research points now to afford what I need. So, I'm about to go to bed, and I'm going to run my very first research point farm on the Miner's Haven demo. And I'm going to leave this running just at a little bit so I can have enough money for my setup. And now I'm going to be prioritizing this. Kind of forgot that this research point farm is going to be kind of unnecessary as soon as it hits 500,000. But I'm going to run it anyway. Probably don't need to run it any more than this. So I think I'm only going to leave this one mine running though, because the point of this is so that I have enough money to build the setup when I wake up, not enough to rebirth. So one mine will be more than enough for that. Have a good night. It is the next morning, and we are back. And if it sounds like I just woke up, Alright, we have the research points we need, and we have the money we need to make a setup. So what I'm going to do is buy a Dream Maker. Get rid of this one. Okay, so pressing X right here, it doesn't work. Upgraders, the classic. The founding father. It's time for a new setup. Starting with this to get the cursed ore purifier to upgrade the ores. These aren't essential, but they will get the ore up to speed really quickly. Oh my god. That is kind of something I've always wanted from these things. If it blows the hell up, you should be able to tell. This item can only be used 5 times? Is that why I have so many ores surviving? Okay, so the rest of these are just decoration, I guess. I don't like that either. What's the point of having an ultimate Schrodinger setup if you can't even use enough Schrodingers to make the luck chance even that good? What kind of garbage is this? You know, I'm going to keep these in anyway, just because that's how it should be. The more things change, the more they stay the same. So about 1 quadrillion is the max value ore I can pretty much get right now. Which is not enough to make this fast. I can afford 1 orbital. Very nice. It looks pretty cool. But it also got nerfed. I'm pretty sure that was 70% before. Money is still coming in pretty reasonably though. Like I can already afford another orbital. I just like the higher risk, higher reward of more Schrodingers. This should be at least doubled. Like this is silly. This part is upgraded. The blowing up Schrodinger and effects that are in this now, upgraded. The fact that you can only use 5 of them, no. At least make it 6, 7. So here's the setup right now. And I have room here for the portable macrowaves. Just for research sake, I added the plasma iron polisher, and it does seem like it actually made a slight difference. Unless the ore it's upgrading is 2. Like that one. It's $8. I also don't like that the ores lose their particle effects as soon as it gets upgraded by something else. Look at these awesome particle effects. Alright, now watch them die. Just like that, they're gone. Up to 4 times upgrade? Bought. It's still pretty fun though, because most of the pleasure that would come from playing Miner's Haven is doing other, like listening to stuff while you're doing this. It's supposed to be a chill game. It was never meant to be anything else, in my opinion. Unless you're slaughtering other people, which that's pretty fun too, though. Shrine of Pentience. Which is hardly gonna matter, it looks like, but we'll add it anyway. Might as well upgrade my research points. And start collecting. Oh hey, I have enough money. Alright, so do we do it right now? Do we just do it right now? Your base and most of your items will be destroyed. Obtain powerful new Reborn item to aid with your journey. Yeah, sure, why not? I got something to make the early game very easy. Oh my god! They blow up again. Except they take a really long time to vanish. That's pretty good. Well, let's bask in our new nature's grip, everybody. This is my first Reborn item. Well, let's see if doing an excavator still makes this much faster. Oh, you bet it's your sweet bippy it does. Holy shit. Alright, time to buy a Schrodinger. Okay, here's the setup that I'm going to save very shortly. Expand menu, base layout, save. And I have it saved to the degree where it's very easy to copy because it won't be expensive. So now I'm going to add the expensive part, which is the Schrodingers. We have reached the end game again. I think it's about time I start a shrine. They didn't have any flooring anymore, so this will have to do. But it's time to rebirth again. I have the setup saved in its cheap form. And it's time to see what I get. Oh, it just had to be the massive diamond mine. I called it the mind. Okay, well, it's time to save for our new setup. Wow, that was That wasn't the punchline I was looking for. Let's try that again. It's time to save for a new setup. That didn't produce nearly as much as I thought it would. Was this thing nerfed? Alright, let's speed this up then. It's sad that this Osseum combo makes more than the Massive Diamond Mine. Why? What have you done to my boy? You took the Massive Diamond Mine, put a new thing of makeup on it, and made it a pile of shit. Look at this prime piece of machinery. The diamond ore landed on air. God, even this is War Games. Why is there so many War Games references here? Just exploring a little bit more of the map while I wait for my setup to do money. Guess I'll get that. Hello? I was about to ask where my base was, and the answer is there. That is where my base is. I can't wait to go from good music to whatever the hell this garbage is. Yeah, back to 2015 Tobu music. Upgrades ores by 7 times? Oh, okay, so my setup is just unstoppable now. Although the setup's dead now, so I guess I'll just rebirth. Frozen justice, baby. I guess I should have seen it coming. Why does this need to be linked to anything to work? The hell? Why? Just let the mine accept the ore. Apply 2 advanced ore scanners. Add the chemical refiner. And add the frozen justice. And that I have to link! Okay, link mines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There. Now it works. Because for some reason it couldn't work without that being done. Oh my god, that is just delicious. And if I were a betting man, I think I already know what my next item is going to be. It might be a quantum ore cleaner, perhaps. Oh, wow. Are you kidding me? Get in there! Gotta hurry, because every time I move this furnace, I have to link the mines again. Expand menu, base layout, delete layout, save layout. Now it's going to be really interesting what I end up getting for my next item, since it should be completely random now, huh? Okay, money, 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 money. Okay, I won. I won. Oh, this is where the stank starts? Quickly. Massive Diamond Mine. Nature's Grape. Let's go. Okay, awesome. Where? Mine, 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 mine. Oh! Is the reason why I'm getting the same items is because I'm not clicking one of these things before I do it? Like, if what is that? What is that right there? Like, if I try the nature core, for instance, am I going to get that? Alright, looky here. I have it on the nature core. What happens? Nothing happens. I got another massive diamond mine. So as it turns out, having research points in this version will be especially important because they are for everything. If you don't have research points, it will be a struggle. And unfortunately, there's really not much you can do early on, so I might be getting a lot of repeat items here. But I can get a catalyst now. But will I? The answer is no. But I can. Alright, I might come back for the Overlord device if the game doesn't shut down beforehand. Are you sure you want to begin the Overlord challenge? We've begun. Okay, so you can't use base layouts for the Overlord challenge, so I'm going to try and get as much money as possible immediately. Alright, tell me how this sounds. Oh my god, I just realized the ore welder's in here. Why did I not see that till now? Well, no wonder you can only use 5 Schrodingers. Here's the setup. It's making low sextillion so far. But that will change very soon. Okay, this is what I've done to get to octillions. It kind of just looks like vomit, which it is. So now I'm going to shorten this a little bit because now I don't need all of this. All of this can be removed now. Okay, this is substantially shorter now. This is it. You know, it's not very awesome that I can't see the hitboxes of everything else. Perfect. That's worth the perfect amount. Time to expand this. I'm gonna run it through 3 more of these things, since I can. Alright, this disaster is finally complete. Now, the problem is just getting an ore. Here's our first candidate. It's worth trash, and it died anyway. And now it's daytime, so the ores won't be quite as juicy as they could be. Got a bunch coming up. 1 lived. Uh-oh, I don't think I'm supposed to technically be able to do this. I don't think the poison effect works right now. Let's see how it handles this. There we go. There's some money. There's some decent profit. Oh, that ore got blown up twice. Okay, I need 2 tiny conveyors. And there we go. There's another addition. So if I'm making that much during the daytime, then this will be very good at night. $1 million. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think that green gassy stuff right there means the ore should be dying, but it just doesn't. Are you kidding me? Okay, well now it doesn't matter. Oh, the poison makes it lose value. And now it's stuck. Step brother! Okay, every ore is getting stuck. Okay. Goodbye. Goodbye, money.
No! Bitch!
We need more. And I can do it. Although Freon suppressors are probably the most tedious. But anything to make the ore as valuable as possible. It's not this upgrader that I'm really looking forward to. It's the upgrader after this one. That's really good. So we just have to bite our tongue for now and use this poopy one. And look at that. The plasma iron polisher is waiting for a good ore. So let's see what happens now. I'm gonna go get carrots, and I'm probably gonna get a turbo ore while I'm gone. I'm back. We got an ore. That's worth $10 million. God damn it. This ore will live. Never mind. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Very good. Holy shit, these things are tiny. And it's great that these things are tiny, because it means I can have a lot of them. Okay, I just got 74 DE. So I'll buy an infinite amount of these now. I'll buy one of these to see what that's about. And I'll buy one of these to see what this is about. This thing is bigger than Mars. What do you even do? Process ores at 50 times your value. You're not worth it. It's nighttime. Perfect. Okay, this is it. This is the time. This is the ore's time to shine. They're worth septillions getting to the lunar refiners. This is beautiful. But unfortunately, the ore limit is terrible in this remaster. So, not all the upgrades will happen for the welders. Of course, just death, die. Oh, we got, how did I get undercillions already? I didn't even see what happened. Oh, that's what happened. Oh my goodness, that's an ore. Cryogenic. What are you? You are big. That's what you are. I mean, I guess I'll add you if I can find room. Oh my god, this is looking more and more like just a horrific mess. I love it. Might as well get this furnace. If it's not the size of St. Louis, Missouri. It's big, but I can make it work, I think. Oh, it's got to be linked because it's stupid. I see. Oh, is that going to be too fast? Yeah! Don't worry, I got reinforcements. It wouldn't hurt to throw one of these in there. I got enough room. Just straight up doubles the ore value. Oh, I almost got the money when I wasn't looking. How shocking. However, now daytime exists. So getting to it will actually still not be that hard. I just have to do this. And then the lunar refiners are canceled out. Okay, I win. As soon as a half-decent ore gets through, probably more than duodecillions. Now we just do this.
Oh my god, broskies, we just did it! We got to duodecillion.
Oh man, I couldn't have done it without all of you watching me try to do it. Oh, this is gonna be a pretty good ore right here. Even as it's losing value. Okay. Okay. Rebirth. And... Hold on. 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 We're doing this right here, right now. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's an FPS spike every time I place an A-man, I guess. Because this game isn't very well optimized for some reason. Boom! Give me that Overlord device, son! Blockade Burn has rebirthed to their 10th life while completing the Overlord challenge. In 141 hours? That took an hour! What do you mean 141 hours? I don't even care. You know what matters is that I just have this. And it's even larger than ever. Oh, beautiful. It upgrades ore by 10 times. That means if you put an iron mine in there and then put it in here, it's $20. Guess we might as well hit life 11. Very pleasant. Base time, except now there's an Overlord device. And now it's time to rebirth without Schrodinger's. And I got the catalyst. That is a good thing to end off on. Within 10 minutes, which is very slow, but it'd probably be faster if I had something to get my money fast, which I never got. 4 massive diamond mines were not cutting it for the Nature's Grip. Alright, well, that's about it. Well, what do I think of the Forbidden Sacrifice demo? It's a mixed bag, but mostly positive. The thing I probably like the most so far is the map. The map is probably the best thing so far. It's big in a good way. Like there's like stuff to explore. It's not just an empty map. It's not like a Zelda overworld map where it's 95% land of air. There's actually mostly stuff to explore and do, which is quite nice. And then you have the bases mixed in with it. Like this, look at this. This is a War Games reference. How can you not love that? The new rebirthing system, where it doesn't seem to be just a random chance with whatever items you get. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but it is what it is. Most of the item redesigns are unnecessary in my opinion, but I can see why they exist, because if you're gonna redo the everything in a game, you might as well redo the items too. Most of the new GUIs are fine, with the exception of a couple. I think the inventory GUI is a little not great, but I could get used to it eventually. No loot boxes, I'm not a big fan of that, but they can be abused quite early, so maybe that's why they were removed. Maybe just charge them for UC again, like they were in 2015, and they'd be fine. And one more thing, the furnace linking with mines, that's completely unnecessary in my opinion. That's an unnecessary additional step, in my opinion. But again, we also have to keep in mind, this is a demo. And things are probably subject to change. And this is not the late game that we're looking at. This is the very early game we are looking at. And I think there could be a couple things that could be changed with the early game still. Like, it felt a little too unnecessarily slow, mostly because of the research points. But, you know what? It shouldn't take 5 minutes to rebirth, so I'm okay with that. But yeah, this just looks great. Like, this just looks wonderful. Dynamic weather in Miner's Haven, I also like that. Raining, didn't expect to see it, but here it is. Overcast seems to be one as well. That looks like that's what we have right now. Makes this like a spooky horror game going through the woods. Gotta add some personalization settings. Like, this shouldn't happen when I go on my base. It becomes 2015 when I go on my base. Unless I'm missing something, you gotta make a way that you can change that. This is completely different though, and it's not going to be the same Miner's Haven once this update happens. And you know what? It's a decade old. I think we can deal with a little bit of change at this point in the game. Because otherwise, I'm just not going to play it anyway. So there might as well be a major revolutionary change like this to get me back into the game. So whenever this does come out officially, I will be sure to play it again. But until then, the demo was overall positive. And I'm looking forward to when it's no longer a demo. So, thank you for watching. if you watched all this to the end. Thank you very much for being so loyal with my Miner's Haven content. As little of it as I post, right now anyway. And I will see you in the next one. Have a good one. I am very safe now. Very safe. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. See y'all on the flip end.